What it do, YouTube? It's your man Phil, back at you with another gaming vid. And you already know I'm coming to you with that commentary. Let's get it, y'all. Woo! So of course, it's Apex. Yeah, we playing Apex. I've been playing Apex a lot. So I figured why not just do it in a video. Makes the most sense. But we're gonna jump straight into this. But as you know, the video is about The Boys. This show came across me. The show is called The Boys. It came across my eyes about a month or two ago. Well, I would say a month ago, almost exactly a month ago, and I finished the whole seasons already. And oh, excuse me, I must say the show is phenomenal. Simply phenomenal. Let's let them know we're recording. Hey guys, I'm recording from my YouTube channel, Major Phil. Come check me out. But let's get it in. Let's win. Oh yeah, if you don't know, that's the thing we do. Let's go. Let's win. Oh, he chose Octane on me. It's cool, I'll take Bloodhound, but as you can tell, this is about the show The Boys. Now, I was a little unsure about this show, but right out the gate, first episode caught me. So the show starts off with a guy named Huey. Him and his girlfriend, real unorthodox couple, but you immediately fall in love with them in the show. You know, it's just the way they did it. And they're on this like little beautiful situation. I think they're about to go on a date or something, or they're setting up for them to go do something, and she's standing in the street. Now, mind you, this show, I'm just gonna let you know, spoiler alerts on the show if you haven't seen it. Before I even get into it, spoiler alerts on the show if you haven't seen it. But look at you, yeah. Yeah, that was something I learned how to do. But him and his girlfriend, well, his girlfriend was standing in the street, and the show's about supers. Just first off and foremost, show's about supers, and we're gonna get into more detail of how it's about supers. But his girlfriend was standing in the street, and what you would call a speedster in the super world for people who have superpowers. A super is a person with crazy abilities, but a speedster is somebody with a crazy ability of speed, with an insane amount of speed. And she was standing in the street, and they were talking some beautiful nothings to each other, and next thing you know, he's holding her arms, and her body is pretty much pink mist and intestines. Couldn't even have a funeral. Yeah, super dark stuff. That stuff got super sad, super dark real fast, but understand it's about to get crazy. So from that's how the show starts off. Boom. Girlfriend dies, boyfriend holding his girlfriend's arm in the middle of the street because a speedster just fucking ran through. Excuse my language, let's run that back. A speedster just freaking ran through her. Like, ran through her. Yeah. And from there, the show goes on. Huey, he goes off in his life, realizing that he hates supers. The superhero, by fact, the superhero who killed his girlfriend, his name's A-Train. That's his name, A-Train. And he really doesn't care that he killed the dude's girlfriend, like, at all. Like, no F's given. It's like super terrible. But you feel for Huey throughout the show because the dynamic of his relationship. For some reason, it was just like I felt like that's the only girl he could have got. But he had more promising prospects later on in this show, if you will. But all in all, it was a pretty sad ordeal to just see your girlfriend just disintegrate in front of you like that. And so he goes back to work, essentially like just continuing to live life because that's what you should do. You should still keep living your life, even in crazy situations in life like that.
Optics here, sniper.
And oh no, I don't want that. This was better because I can. I mean, it's the same. Forget it. But I just felt for the dude. It was a sad ordeal. Oop, we got some action. Action, but I ain't wanna tell you about the show. I don't know why they wanna go. See? I'll take whatever he has. He's shooting you through the window, dude. Ah, he got me. He got me. He got me. We're going to jump right back into a game because this is how we're going to do it in this major game. Back into the show commentary. But he goes back to his life and this man approaches him. Man by the name of Butcher. Long story short about Butcher. Butcher had a situation with a woman. Woman was very beautiful. They worked for the company, and the company in which they were working for was a company producing superheroes throughout the show. They were telling everybody these superheroes were miracles by God, but these superheroes weren't. They were pharmaceutically produced babies when they were giving them injections when they were in the incubators and things like that. And Butcher's wife worked for the company, the face value company, like getting big deals and promotions, things like that. You know, the whole smorgasbord of corporate world. And his girlfriend had sex with the superhero of superheroes. I don't want to say Superman, but essentially the Superman of the show, Homelander. She had sex with a dude named Homelander, and she felt crazy about it. I don't like the way that they kept talking about the situation was like he raped her, but then it actually turned out that she wanted. It was misconstrued in so many different ways. It was so hard to believe what who was saying. Now I'm not gonna get into the whole show. I'm just gonna dab into the characters. So that's what I'm gonna let you know right now. Let's let them know we're recording. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your man Major Phil. I know it says Fuzzball, but it's your boy Major Phil. I'm recording for my YouTube channel. Let's get it. Let's win it. That's it, y'all. Let's get it. Let's win it. But Homelander is the coup de grace of superheroes in the game, in the show. So when his wife did that, she ended up getting pregnant, and she left him, and he thought that Homelander raped her and killed her. So he went on a forget superheroes spree. A forget superheroes spree. You heard me right. And he just went on a whole villainous rampage of not caring about supers and wanting the collateral damage that these supers were causing to come to justice, because these superheroes in this show were indulging in drugs, that the drugs that they were given when they were kids, when they were babies, to help them be enhanced. To help them be enhanced. I don't know why he would jump. See, this is the thing. I hate when people jump where there's gonna be a whole bunch of people at. I get that's how you play, yeah, that's how you play, but that's not how I play. I'm flying right over here. I bet you're getting shot at.
Get the bamboozling.
Yeah, you better get up out of there. But excuse me, moi. Do I want that gun? Yes, I do.
Next ring's far. Not for me, but there for you.
Attention. First blood.
Not my team.
Oh, someone got the party started.
New kill leader appointed. The kill leader has been
Keep eyes on the new kill leader.
Ooh, let's go. Now, if I'm not talking, it's because sometimes you got to really focus on Apex. Well, not it's a lot of the times, especially when you first drop and it could be enemies around, you definitely want to have your alerts on high.
How about this way? Supply bin here. Using grapple.
Oh, y'all gonna come to me or am I coming to y'all? Because they know I got, why are they?
Standard stock here.
I bet.
Level 3.
I'm gonna try to make my way towards them, just to be like at a middle passageway. I'm gonna hit this.
What do you think about hop up here? Like ammo here.
I'm gonna hit this right here.
There's a jump tower here.
Hit my jump tower. Go towards them a little bit. But yeah, he thought Homelander did that, and he went on a whole villainous rampage, and he ran into Huey, and he knew Huey went through things with his girlfriend in the aspect of them a superhero killing his girlfriend, and he wanted revenge for her. So he felt that he could feed off of that energy in getting Huey to go off on the whole kit and caboodle, if you will. And there's an illustrious people of superheroes. There's a superhero named Starlight. She's actually a pretty critical character in the show. She has the ability to produce like bright sun rays from her hand, and she can fly, and she's really strong. Yeah, it's crazy. I think from her whole body actually. And there's a superhero named the Deep. Now the Deep, he in the beginning of the show, Starlight, like the show itself, it's crazy because these superheroes are paraded around like marketing tools. Like each city, like the people who make these superheroes sell these superheroes like they're marketing, like they're tools, because they use them to be able to make movies, make commercials, merchandising, so many different ways you can exploit the superhero name, and each like state got like issued a different like a different superhero. It's crazy. So I very much so implore you to check this show out. This show's wild, and you won't be disappointed if you check it out. I promise you that. If you're a fan of like superhero, crazy, somewhat dark but still deep meaning shows, then you're definitely appreciate. Like if you like the show Supernatural, or if you like any of the shows I've pretty much been covering on this channel, really, then you're gonna definitely dig it. You're gonna appreciate its vibe. It's wild, it's different, it's crazy. It's an aspect in which you never really get to see in the eyes of supers and the things that they do, and it's a real nice different change of pace. To be honest with you, it really is a nice different change of pace. But I like the show because it shows the vulnerability of humanity, yet it shows the veracity of it. You know what I mean? It shows how weak we are as humans, but it still shows the danger humans possess. And it's quite astonishing, if I must say so. But back to the show though. My apologies, back to the show, but in the show, there's so much like if you're an adolescent, cover your ear. Well, don't cover your ears. Don't cover your ears. Whatever. There's a lot of nudity. There's a lot of sex. There's a lot of profanity. This show is definitely not for kids, for sure. It has murdering in it. Like the Homelander is essentially like how Superman was, how Superman would be if he kind of snapped, in a way, not all the way, but just in a way, you know. But what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen right now is normally I would, when I'm talking about a show, I would close out and exit. But at this point, I don't want to close out and exit. 'Cause why would y'all go over there? Ah, what in the kitten caboodles? Oh, it's two of them. You can't get that. Oh, that's crazy. I was just talking about I was going to keep playing and not exit out the video. But that's the thing about Apex. You think that you're going to go somewhere, but you may not go somewhere. Oh, both my teams is around. Did they get my beacon? Did they get my frickin' beacon? No, they didn't. They didn't. My team's gone. My team's gone, and it's over. But anyways, and for always, you know, the show itself is phenomenal. It's great. I implore you to check it out if you like the shows that I've been covering. Yeah, but what I was saying about the dude Deep, he's, you know what? This dude is a freaking perv. Like, really, a freaking perv. Like, how I was telling you about how the company pretty much implored these superheroes to be marketing tools for the company. I mean, for the state. This dude, like, there's the big five, I guess, of superheroes, and to be a part of that team is a big honor, and he made the girl Starlight think that he was a big deal, and he wasn't. Had her, give him a BJ to be a part of the team, and she would have already been a part of the team. It's crazy. You gotta check it out. You gotta check the show out. The show's crazy, man. It's wild. It's really wild. But there's crazy names in the show. Like, there's a dude on the side of the people with Butcher and Huey, of the victims of people of the neglect and the irresponsibility of some of the superheroes, or thereof collateral damage. There's a dude named Mother's Milk. Like, legit Mother's Milk. Like, what? Your mom named you Mother's Milk. I mean, not really, because it's a fictional character in a TV show, but Mother's Milk? Come on now. That's actually ignorant. Like, why would you name... Wow. But anyways, this show I'm actually going to be getting into later on in the channel's progression, because this show is actually going to be coming out with another season. This is one of the shows that I was talking about in my last video. Well, I didn't talk about it in my last video, but this is one of the shows that I was talking about in my last video that I was going to be revealing. One of the ones that I didn't talk about last video, because I told you all I had a couple extra TV shows and a couple extra videos that I had videos prepared for, and this is just a pre-talk to, welcome to The Boys, you know what I'm saying, because we're going to be covering The Boys, because that's a good show, you know, and I'm going to do another video to do a little bit more detail about season 1, and then when season 2 we're going to do episode by episode, just like when Walking Dead comes out, we're doing episode by episode. 100 comes back, we're doing episode by episode, and those are coming back for the winter. Like we said, Major Gang, we taking over the winter. It's ours. You know what I'm saying? Major Gang. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you don't know, tell a friend to tell a friend. You need to subscribe. Make sure you know to hit that notification bell. Make sure you get them videos every time they drop. It's your boy Phil. Major Gang, we out of here. Deuces. Yeah, daughters. Peace.